What it do? It's your favorite big cousin, the man, the myth, the legend, Tater Too What? Too Real. And today, guys, I want to talk to you about Ohio State football recruiting for the 2023 class. At the time of this recording, Ohio State is currently sitting at number 5 in the latest recruiting rankings, according to 247sports.com. And some of those key commits via the high school ranks includes 5-star receiver Brandon Innis out of Florida, Carnell Tate out of IMG Academy in Florida, Noah Rogers, receiver out of North Carolina, Jermaine Matthews, defensive back out of Ohio, Calvin Simpson Hunt, defensive back out of Texas, and 4-star quarterback Lincoln Kineholtz out of South Dakota. And guys, the main thing that jumps out to me about this Ohio State recruiting class is that Brian Hartline has done it again. Brian Hartline is the best receiver coach in all of college football, and I would go so far as saying in all of football in general, meaning high school, college, and the pros. And he was able to go out there and get 3 more of the top receivers in the country to come to Ohio State and keep that tradition going, as being receiver U. Ohio State has been receiver U lately, and that's going to look like it's going to continue. But the biggest question mark about this Ohio State team is that who is going to fill CJ Stroud's spot? They went out and got Lincoln Kineholtz, who from many reports was just absolutely lighting it up in the All-American game. They were saying this guy looks like one of the best quarterbacks in the country just off the All-American practices. And a lot of that is tough to decipher because he did play high school football in the state of South Dakota. No offense, but South Dakota is not the highest level of high school football, and that's just me saying it mildly. So that's the biggest thing to watch for Ryan Day and this Ohio State football team is the quarterback position. If they can get a guy that can come in and be half as good as CJ Stroud was, this is going to be another 10-win season for Ohio State, but I do not expect them to beat Michigan. And I believe this is the only thing that's keeping Ryan Day at Ohio State and not going to the NFL is that he hasn't won a national championship. So he's not like Urban Meyer, he's not like Jim Tressel, he's not like Woody Hayes, and he wants to be mentioned as those guys, the same name as those guys when it comes to Ohio State football. He wants to win a national championship at Ohio State. But I truly believe he's just not going to get there in the next year or two because he's got to start over at quarterback. They're going to be bringing in a whole new receiver core. And, it's just too much turnover. So I believe it's going to take time for Ohio State to get a national championship. But nonetheless, this is an impressive recruiting class. They loaded up at receiver. They loaded up in the defensive backfield. They brought in multiple safeties. They brought in multiple cornerbacks. And I just believe Ohio State is just trying to get over the hump. We did see versus Georgia that they only lost by 1 point without their top receiver in Jackson Smith and Jigba. But Georgia kind of played down to that competition. They wasn't really physical. They was very undisciplined, a lot of penalties, a lot of blown assignments in that game. And I just truly believe that Ohio State has some work to do to win a national championship. This is your boy Tater Too Real, where we always keep it too what? Too real. Holla.